Hi, it's Lenneke from Len's Crafty Life, and first of all, happy Valentine's Day if you're watching this on the 14th of Feb. That's when I'm posting it, because this is you can see it, a love journal. And this is made with a lady that I just discovered on Etsy. She's got an Etsy store. She does not have a YouTube page. She does not have well, she does have a Facebook page. Yes, she does. So I will pop a link to her Etsy shop where you can find these gorgeous papers below this video. And she's also on Pinterest, she's on Instagram, and she does have her own web page as well, internet page. So please find links below this video to that. And I just discovered her on Etsy basically, and I was very blunt. I asked her if she had a design team, because I so loved her papers that I thought I want to design with this, and she didn't yet. So I am very, very, very honored to be the one and only designer at this moment for this lady, Debbie from InkandPageJournals. And let me show you her papers. This is from her kit. This has been made with the Love Potion kit, so find the link to that below this video. And her papers are very rich. Her designs are very rich. Quite some bold colors, but muted, so they're not screaming at you, and I love it. But let me quickly get into this before I'm talking too long. I did make this journal. I had this beautiful cardstock in my stash, so I thought that went really well with this theme, because there's a lot of these darker reds in this kit. Of course, my label, Made with Love by Len's Crafty Life. A little bit of crochet trim here. Also on the side, there's 2 signatures in here, so that hides the threads. And I did make a little dangle. Well, I didn't make it, to be honest. I attached it, because this is actually part of a necklace. Not my necklace, but a long time ago I got this in a charity shop when I worked in the charity shop. You may well remember that, and for my new subbers you don't, but I did for many years. So I picked up many, many, many lovely things in there. And this has been with a little eyelet in there, or grommet, I think, if you're from America. This is a piece of fabric. Actually, this is from a brand new pair of pantyhose. So I thought that was quite funny, because it had this lovely flower on it, which of course now you cannot see, but it does have a pretty flower on it. Maybe you can just about see it. Then on this front I have this beautiful fabric. It's sheer fabric, you can see through it, but it has a bit of silver bling on it as well. And I put this little heart that I had in my stash on there, because of course it's love, it's for Valentine's Day. Or you can use these papers not just for Valentine's Day, of course, but for any kind of love theme. Or, you know, not on all the papers it says love, so if you like the reds, I'll get onto it, then you can use these papers. Now here is an applique again that I got from a charity shop. I have no idea what it was from, but since it were these rich colors, I thought it went really well with the theme. This is a piece of clay, and you can see, or a mold. It's from paper clay, and I actually got it quite a while back from Debbie Vignola, and it has like a lock, and I thought that went with the love theme. So I also put a key on here to unlock the lock to my heart, or to whoever this journal is going to be. This was just a plain white little wooden heart, and I stamped on it with some kind of a lacy stamp. So there you go, that is the front. You can see on the edge there's some trims here, and some very vintage buttons on the side, and also here one on the top. So here we go to the first page. Now this is a card that I made. I did take out my very bright red papers. Of course you could mute this if you want to do with either gesso or with some more ink, but I thought I'd leave it bright red. And this is the lacy stamp that I also used on that little wooden heart at the front. This is a collaged piece with some very vintage lace. This is paper from a tea bag. Again, this is a different vintage lace. It's very pretty, very old. Another piece of lace, and this heart is from the kit. And I put this golden bow on it and a little vintage button on there. Now this also is a very vintage lace, and if you can see, well, I hope the camera does pick that up. This is a rose, and these are the leaves. So here is the stem, and these are the leaves. So I thought that went well with the theme, the love theme. Now this is one of the beautiful papers from the kit. So the kit again is called Love Potion, and I thought this was a nice opening page. This is from the kit. Well, basically all the papers in here are from the kit, unless I say so, they're from a different book. This is a napkin that I had in my stash. It's a small napkin, and instead of decoupaging, I thought I may as well just include the whole napkin. So whoever is getting this journal, it is for sale, so if you're interested, please contact me. You can either decoupage with this or use it as a napkin, give it to your loved one when you give him a beautiful piece of love cake. Everything is love, 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 love. So that goes on there, and here you can see the gorgeous, gorgeous paper from the kit. Now in the kit there are also some poems. I put the author on the side, that's in the kit as well. I won't read them all because there's quite a few of them. In here, this is actually an envelope that I had in my stash, and I made a pocket out of this, and there is 2 tags in here. This is Cupid's heart, a little bottle to write on. And this is also another journal card, and I printed on the back as well. So this is also from the kit. There are several papers as well that you can print on the back of your papers, which I thought was a really smart thing. And there you go. And of course put a little bow on there. This again from the kit. You see, you maybe you see what I mean with these rich papers, rich colors, and I absolutely love it. Here of course you can journal like so, but also you can use the lines and journal like so if you want to. This is another paper from the kit. This is an envelope, which is over here, which this is actually stuck on, so you don't really need this paper clip, but I thought it was just nice with a very vintage button. Then I have these little journal cards. They are from the kit. And this is old ledger paper from the Netherlands, where I live. And here it says uitgave, which means expenditures. Transport, and this is ontvangsten. This is income. Here it says maand, which is month. So that's some old ledger paper. That goes in this little pocket. Then on the other side, this is a handmade envelope. Again, I stamped on it with the lace stamp. This was already, this rose leaf, it's a real rose leaf that was already in the envelope. Again, I found this whole box with gorgeous, gorgeous handmade envelopes in a charity shop a while back. This is one of the other poems. If you freeze the camera and pause it, you can read it, but I won't. Here is the author again, the white rose, and this is the original paper. Gorgeous handmade paper with the rose leaves in it. So that goes in there. I'll pop it back later. Here you can journal on. Here I did a little bit of collaging on this beautiful paper. Here again, a little bit of collaging. This is one of the papers that you can use as a background. I put in a gorgeous doily. Again, more of the beautiful papers. And here, I thought this is already the middle of the first signature with this gorgeous lady and the bird and some carte postales here. And I popped in here, hope you can see that, the little dangles, a key to the heart. And here a little heart, and it says love. Then it's onto this page. This glassine bag I already had in my stash, and I made a pocket out of it. This is again from the kit, but a little bit enlarged. I printed a few off a little bit larger. This is, you may have seen my other video in which I show you that I'm making wax seal stamps. So this is one of the wax seals. Hope you can see it. It has a cherry blossom on there. And this is a small one. I also have a larger one, but this is the small one. This is a little bit of collaging with a little tag from the kit, and this was old music paper, and it was already written on in pencil in red, and I thought since that went with the theme that I used that side. This is again a little piece of tea bag, some vintage lace, and of course there is another journal card from the kit in here. Now this one has a bit of a raggedy edge, which was already the design in the kit, but I happen to have a pair of scissors that cuts like that as well. So I'll pop that back later. This again, beautiful paper. I really, really like these designs. A bit of vintage lace here on the side. And this again, beautiful. It's so, she really has stunning kits. She's got lots of other kits as well. So do check out her Etsy shop. This is a little journal card on here, again with a paper clip and a vintage button. This is another Dreaming of Love. Lots of beautiful roses and little angels here. This is the other side of that envelope that I had in my stash. And again, there are two labels in here. This is actually a label that I got from Pidio Blues, who is also here on YouTube, and I stamped with that lace stamp on it, just a bit of extra writing space. So that goes in the envelope, and again you can see I cut these with a wavy cutter. This is a journal spot as well. Here another little angel with a harp. I was going to say that's not a harp, is it? It's a cello. Just had to think there. These beautiful, gorgeous, rich papers again, and here the Love Potion bottle. Here I used a edge punch of Martha Stewart with a little heart. Hope you can see that. And this is the middle of the journal. Here I used a doily, and the other half is on the last page, but here I made a little pocket out of this vintage doily and just put these two tags in here. And this is not a tag, but this is just the paper that I put it on a bit of string. Here I made a belly band of an extra page that I printed out, and there is a journal card with again gorgeous papers. And this was another piece of paper, and I decided to fold it in a old style that they used to, one of the ways that they used to fold letters in when they didn't use envelopes, and they put also the wax seal stamp so on there to close it. So this is one of the wax seal stamp that I made recently, and with the rose, absolutely love it, and this color went perfectly with the color of this paper. Now don't worry, I did not stick it in a way that you can't open it. This is folded in. I'll show you. This is one of the old ways that they would fold in a letter. I'll show you first this side of this beautiful, don't you love it? It is just so gorgeous, this paper, so beautiful. And I inked the edges just to of the ridges as well as the edges, just to give it a really vintage feel. And here you can write your love letter or any letter. Now the way you close this is you fold it, and then you put in, you just tuck in these corners and tuck in this corner, and that's the way you close it. Love that, love it, love it, love it, love it. Goes so well with the beautiful papers. This is some old German book pages. This is all old. I did not ink the edges. This is all original. Some vintage lace, And here I made a pocket out of it with this beautiful heart that is again from the kit. And there's several bits that I've got in this pocket. This is another poem. Again, I put on How Do I Love Thee, put on whom it's by, another tag to journal. This is another, actually I should ink around the edge, shouldn't I? Let me quickly do that. Give it a little bit more of a vintage feel. So I'm inking around the edge, and all these papers I inked around the edges with walnut stain. Vintage Photos, what I usually use, but that wasn't really dark enough because they are really, really, as I said, bold colors in this kit. It just needed a little bit more to stand out. So a little bit of inking around, and this opens up, and of course there is a piece of paper in here with a gorgeous design. Actually, it's like so. Here again with the bottle, that little heart on it. And you can write on there, journal on there. So, and this is of course number 9. Those of you who are not familiar with number 9, when you're on cloud 9, you're, as the Dutch say, in de zevende hemel. It means you're head over heels in love. That's what I learned when I lived in England. It was on cloud 9. So beautiful paper again here from the kit. Love Potion. That is from the kit as well. I made a tuck spot, an upper tuck spot out of that. This is some other handmade paper, not handmade by me, but I had a little booklet with this. So the little holes are original in there when I took the booklet apart. I thought that was just nice. Again, the lace stamp, more of the gorgeous, gorgeous papers, lots of space to write. And this is, maybe I should put this little bag underneath it. Can you see it then? Can you see it? I don't think you can you? Maybe you can a little bit. Here it says believe and it says love. This is vellum paper. And as you can see, hopefully you can see that, I used again the Martha Stewart heart punch to give it a nice edging. So I had this in my stash, this piece of vellum. And more of the beautiful papers. Here I put a paper doily in there, and I made a pocket out of this with more. There's really loads of journal cards in this kit. And from this little heart, also from the kit, I made a little pocket as well. And now, of course, this is stuck in. Oh, not too bad. I'll ink the little corner. There you go. Here it was just stuck a little bit. That's great. What you can do with ink, nobody knows. Nobody knows. There you go. More of the beautiful roses. Really love that design. More of this vintage Dutch ledger paper. Now this is a floating pocket on here with another. This is a rosé gold paper clip with a vintage button on there. And this is a little paper bag or paper pocket that I had in my stash. And the little card was already in there as well. And I just decided to collage on it with a bit of tea bags on here. Old vintage paper from a German book. And this is a little cute little Cupid peeking out of a letter or an envelope, and a little red bow on there. And then on this page is this beautiful lady, and that's the middle of the second signature, and I popped her shoe, the shoe of this beautiful lady, on here as a dangle, and believe in love, it says here on this charm. Again, more of that gorgeous paper. This is a journal card, again with a rosé gold paper clip from the kit. This more of the gorgeous papers, and here I made a card. Now I already had the card, and hopefully you can see this beautiful paper clip. I got that a while back. It's in the shape of an envelope with a little heart in there. And I use it to keep this card on. Now, this card was already circular. Actually, this should be the front. And then you open it like so. I did go over it with walnut stain to make it a little bit darker. And this I made a little pocket. Again, I collage with German book paper, very old laces on here, vintage laces, some buttons. And of course, if you, and this is again from the kit, of course, if you get this and you find it's too bulky to write on because of the buttons, it's a card, you can take it out. So that's the easy bit. Again, the gorgeous vintage laces, bit of tea bags on here. And this is from the kit. So that goes over this paper, but let me first show you To My Valentine, this beautiful paper. And again, this is the other side of the vellum. You can probably see it better like so, with the heart shaped. So this one goes over the edge with the pretty paper clip. All of the beautiful papers. This is the other handmade paper that I used the Martha Stewart purge on. This is a pocket tag that was in the kit. And this is that pocket. And the tag itself I made into a pocket as well. So it's a double pocket with tags. And again, this is a different backing paper that is in the kit. She's got several beautiful backing papers that you can use. And this is so cute, really like that. This again is the old German book paper with the Martha Stewart punch. I popped some more of this vintage, well, to be honest, I'm not sure if it's vintage, but I think it's vintage, of this handmade paper. Some more pretty tags from the kit. More of the beautiful papers, and here, and this is already the large page, the last bit of the doily. And I put some of this here. You can really see very well the gorgeous material that I've also used here on the front. So that is very bright and shiny, and I thought it just stood out so beautifully against the dark burgundy kind of, or wine red color of the back. And of course you can journal on here, and here's again the lace stamp. So there you go. That was my make first time as a guest designer for Debbie from InkandPageJournals. Please do check out all her gorgeous beautiful papers that she sells in her Etsy shop, and follow her on Pinterest, on Instagram, and just check out also her web shop. Or yeah, it's a web shop, and she does have a newsletter as well, and every Monday you get a freebie. So sign up for the newsletter. You get discounts also on her Etsy sales, what she sells in her store. So it's definitely worth checking out this lady. So thanks, Debbie, so very much letting me design for you. I do have some more kits that I got from her, so more of her will be coming over the next period. So hope you like this, and have a wonderful day. Bye bye.